I have perfected my matcha recipe. This is like the most delicious thing ever. I wake up excited for this. It's so good. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little mid-year slash summer reset. I recently watched, or a few weeks ago, I watched Maya do this and she did a summer reset specifically, but she motivated me so much. I wrote this down and I knew I needed to do it. So I've been counting down the days till I had like a few days like spaced out that I can really do a full reset. I normally only do resets in like the new year. I'll make resolutions and goals and I don't come back to it until December, January and then make new ones and start all over again. Where I feel like it's good to kind of check in with yourself mid-year, see your goals, what you're up to, you know, clean out and like reset everything. Like that's what we're doing in today's video. There's lots I would like to get done. I finally got back into a routine after being gone majority of June. Like I think I was home for like a week at most during June. So it's now mid-July. Summer nights, I know I'm a little past the mid-year point, but I feel like any time is good to do this. So if you were looking for some motivation to do a little bit of a reset, check in with yourself, now's the time to do so. Today specifically, I want to focus on cleaning out my space in my room and also my computer and my phone. I want to go through all of like the documents and the downloads and the tabs on my computer because I have so much saved that I don't go through it. I just have them on my computer. Sometimes I'll delete stuff. I want to go through my Final Cut and like really get through everything and clean it out and have a fresh space. Same with my phone, which I want to say thank you to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. I'll get into that in a few minutes. My phone, I don't ever think I go through and like delete things other than like I'm going through photos. I'm like, okay, I'll just like clear some of these out, but I never like deep dive into my phone and go through the apps, my messages, my pictures. Like I want to sit down and take some time to do that because I never think about it, but I feel like my phone is very like clogged and like it's an overwhelming space because there's so much in here. So I definitely want to clean everything out and check up on everything and make everything just like a clean space. And then I also would love to do my closet, my room, and my bathroom. I've been wanting to do this for so long. I've been holding it off. I would love to do that. It's a laundry day. We're gonna do some laundry. Gonna clean my sheets and everything. And then my room specifically has been getting a little overwhelming. So I want to go through every single drawer, everything that's on top of my desk, on top of my bookshelves, get rid of things because I want my space to be clean and just not overwhelming with a lot of stuff. It's gotten like packed up over the span of time. I'll clean my room and then weeks go by and it's like a mess again. So I would like to have just a clean space. And then I also would love to make a new mood board. We're gonna check in with my goals. I'm gonna do all of that right now. I'm gonna eat my chia seeds. I've been making them. I'm back on my chia seed grind. If you were here, my January like New Year reset, I was really into my chia seeds and I'm back on it. I love them so much. Mug is the cutest thing ever. It says Daddy, I love him. And it's from Valkyrie. I'll link it down below. And of course, I have my wonderful matcha. I have everything set up right here. So you're behind my computer. No, you're in front of my computer. I'm gonna go in there right now and just clean everything up because this is where I spend a majority of my work time is on my computer, so I need to be refreshed a little bit. I don't know if you can tell because there's a lot going on in the background, but I just have screenshots and stuff for videos like all over the place, so this is what I want to clean up mostly. Okay, I went through everything on my desktop. Everything is clean. I went through Final Cut, got rid of the videos I'm done with, and then I also went through the tabs that I have saved. I didn't realize that I do that a lot. I'll save a tab to come back to it, and then I never come back to it, and it's just been there for a while, so I got rid of a bunch of those. Now I'm on Pinterest. I'm going to go through and just save some stuff for the second half of the year, you know, a mood board type of thing. My background on my computer right now is the mood board from the new year, but I think it's nice to kind of refresh it. I don't really know what I'm gonna go for. I don't really know. I have to go through my goals, I guess, for the second year, like what I want to do if I want to switch it up and stuff, but from what's in my head right now, let's go through my Pinterest, let's save some pictures, and let's make a new mood board. I honestly haven't been on Pinterest in quite a bit. Let's save this one. This one's kind of giving fall reading. It's also still summer, so I definitely want to keep some summer stuff going, but I'm gonna save this one. So before we get into the goals that I want to like check in on and make some new ones, here is the little new mood board. I really like this one. I think I'm gonna make this one the new background. So if we want to go through my last mood board, and we can go through like goals and then look through what I have now. So my last board, I feel like this kind of like shows through the pictures, the goals, and like the things I wanted to do. I feel like not goals, but like what I wanted to do this year. So I put a picture of a girl on a flight, which I did get on a flight, and the second half of the year I definitely want to implement that more, you know, do my exposure therapy of flying a bit more. I have concerts and reading and drinking more water and hanging with friends and going to dinner and filming and taking care of myself and my skin and all this stuff. So that's all. Oh, and then in the middle under the quote, we have the little memories thing, which I did keep up with that if you watch my book stuff video, my photo album. And then my new one, I didn't really go into too specific of detail. I think it was more just like the vibes and like a little bit specific, but reading and crocheting and concerts and staying organized. I want to get into reformers Pilates if that's possible. I want to find one near me. There's not many near me, but I want to just try it at least. This one's more vibes than anything. I like the way this one turned out, so I'm gonna make this my new background on my computer, which I forgot how to do that. Here's what the new one looks on my computer background. I really like the colors of this one, the pinks and the bright colors. It's giving more, which I know we're gonna go into fall eventually, and it's not gonna give the same aesthetics, but I think this one is cute. Okay, now that we have my computer all done up and feeling great on that, everything is clear and clean over there, it's time to tackle my phone. I would love to go through messages, pictures, and apps. Those are like the main three I would like to go through. Pictures probably won't be able to get through all of them, but just like go through and clean up like screenshots I have of random things or just random pictures I don't need, and like the photo albums I've made on here. So I have like 21,000 pictures and I would love to cut that one down and then go through my messages. I never delete messages, so I'd like to go and like just clean it up because I don't need all of these in there. It kind of just feels like clutter. And that brings us to the sponsor of today's video, which is Rocket Money. So thank you again to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. So in honor of doing a reset vlog, I wanted to check in on all the subscriptions I've had, what I've been paying every month, because I'm the type of person to do a free trial for a week and either forget about it or go and cancel it. So I wanted to keep track and just check in on my subscriptions and also keep track of like my monthly spending. So this is where Rocket Money falls in. If you haven't heard of Rocket Money, it's a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. You can also build a custom budget and grow your savings all in one place. I personally love Rocket Money. I've downloaded this app specifically to cancel subscriptions and keep track of these subscriptions because like I said, will try out an app or try something out for a week, the 7 free cancel day trial, whatever they usually say. And then Rocket Money helps keep track of that so you can cancel in the app. They safely and securely identify recurring charges and also, like I said, cancel these unwanted subscriptions for you. While you're in the app, you can see everything you're subscribed to and you can also cancel within the app. One of the best parts about that is you don't have to worry about these like unwanted customer service calls. I hate doing that. I hate talking to people over the phone if I don't have to. So again, you can do it in the app very, very easily, very quickly. Rocket Money has helped save customers up to $740 a year with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. That is a lot of subscriptions. So whether you want to use Rocket Money like I do and check on your monthly subscriptions, or if you want to help manage your money, track your finances each month, and just keep track of what you're spending, what's coming in, what's coming out, and see how much you've been spending each month, is very helpful in all of the finance world. It's very easy to see on the app as well. The way it's all laid out for you, very easy to navigate. So you guys can go to rocketmoney.com/Karoli or use the link in my description to get started for free. And you can unlock even more features with premium. So if any of that is interesting to you, the link will be in the description. And thank you again to Rocket Money for sponsoring today's video. You have helped me tremendously. So back into now we're gonna clean up my phone. I think the first thing I'm gonna do, which is kind of I think easiest, is go through my messages and just scroll through and delete stuff that I don't need because I have messages in here. If I scroll all the way to the bottom, since 2020. So I'm gonna go through, take my time, and just delete stuff that I don't need through my messages. I think it'll feel so much better not having like cluttered messages because I never ever look through here. I'm also really bad at saving contacts. Now I'm saving all these contacts that are just random numbers in my phone. Do you guys remember when I went to the Nile thing? They didn't let me in because it was first come first serve. And we got there too late, like they cut us off. So I still have the messages from it. Hi Sarah, we've reserved you tickets for Nile Horan and Spotify present the show. That was June 4th. June 5th. Hi, please note your RSVP does not guarantee admission. Whatever, first come first serve. That was 11 a.m. June 6th. June 6th, 3 p.m. The venue is at capacity for Nile Horan. And I just sent them a sad face. And I still have these messages because, you know, actually I don't know why. I was gonna say this is a memory maybe I should keep, but it's time to delete that. It's time to let that one go. I went through messages and I went through apps. I got rid of a lot of apps I didn't even realize that I had. I don't think I'm gonna go through my pictures. I feel like that's just overwhelming in itself. So I think over the next few days, I'm just gonna take some time to go through them. I really want to clean them out because it just like, that's the one app that overwhelms me. It's like, I'll just keep taking pictures. Like I take a lot of pictures and videos. I love to document things. Never delete them. So I have stuff in there, just like so much stuff in there. So now it's time to go over my goals from earlier this year and see if I want to change any or make some new ones. A few personal and work ones that I had last year was to wake up earlier on weekdays, which I have been doing. Another one was no phone first thing when I wake up. Failed completely. I do go on my phone when I wake up. I'm gonna try to implement that one again. And then work out 4 times minimum a week. I've been doing that. Very proud of myself there. That's most of the personal-ish ones. I want to include now the second half of the year. I want to try reformer Pilates and get into that with like the workout type of goals. And then I also want to do better about buying and spending my money. Not so much spending a lot of money, but just like accumulating a lot of stuff, whether it's books, clothes, or stuff in general. Like I want to be better about that, especially books too. I'm gonna utilize my library more, my Libby app, my Kindle, and try not to buy books if I don't want them on my shelves. Like if I don't like the book, I'll donate it. I'm gonna try to be better, more conscious about that. So added that to my goals. And then if you're wondering about my reading goals, we talked about that on Bookmarked recently. We had a mid-year catch-up. So reading goals, I think I've been doing a little bit better on recently. I'm trying to be more conscious of everything. Now is more of like the physical reset. Now it's time to clean up everything. I'm gonna go do my closet and then my room and my bathroom. We are deep cleaning. We are getting rid of stuff. I think I'm gonna listen to an audiobook while I do this. I'm currently reading Girl Abroad, so let's see if it's on Spotify. I'm gonna go listen to this while I clean out my closet. If I haven't worn it in the past year, or if I look at it and I'm like, maybe I'll wear this next, no, I don't wear it. So I want to be strict on myself. update. I cleaned out my closet. I got rid of a bunch of clothes, which feels really, really good. Those clothes are in garbage bags right now. I'm gonna bring them to donate tomorrow because I'm gonna have to do other things tomorrow outside of the house. I'm gonna have to leave the house tomorrow, so do that tomorrow. And then I ended up cleaning up my room, which I forgot to film, but basically just everything that's like on top of like the bookshelves and my desk, and yeah, really just my bookshelves. Little things that are just like I don't need on top of there, or are just like random garbage things that I usually just throw on top of my bookshelves. I threw those out, and then that's what I've done so far. It's been a bit. I've been listening to the book that I'm reading, which is Girl Abroad, and I listened to like 100 pages of this, which I feel like is a lot for on audio. Like that's a good amount of stuff, or a good amount of pages I got done. The last thing I would love to clean up is underneath my sink in the bathroom. It's just a bunch of like random empty tampon boxes, old like skincare and hair care and stuff that I just like throw under there and then forget about it, because once I close the cabinet doors, like out of sight, out of mind, I forget about it, and then every month I'll just grab something from under there and I'm like, okay, this needs to be cleaned. So I'm gonna do that next and then probably do my laundry. I'd love to clean my sheets today. Feeling very productive, feeling so much better about my room. My room just feels so nice. And then tomorrow we're gonna tackle the bookshelves. We're gonna redo them. I'll talk more about that tomorrow, but I'm really excited about this. I'm feeling so much better. I'm gonna put back on my audiobook. Honestly, I'm really happy that I'm listening to this one now because I wasn't really enjoying reading it just yet. I feel like more into the story now. I'm not really enjoying it, but it'll be in a video, so you will get my opinions eventually in a reading vlog. Hello guys, it is now Tuesday. We got lots to do today, lots of errands to run, but also packages to ship and bags to bring out of the house. Where's my smoothie? Been doing really good with my routine and getting back into working out. I took a bar class this morning, made a smoothie. I was wondering, I was making my smoothie and I make it, I like mix it up with all my stuff and I use milk too. You know, I put milk in it. And then I'd put more milk in it because I like it really smooth. So now I'm thinking, do you guys like smooth or thick smoothies? I like the smooth ones. I can't have any little clumps of fruit in it because I have texture issues. And I was wondering, because I can have like a smoothie bowl, like I've had like an acai bowl, that's fine if it's thick, but drinking it, I have like texture issues. Anyway, not at all what the point of this video is, but definitely into my routine again. I'm going away to Ocean City one more time. It's only like 5 days I think I'll be gone, so it's not as much as last time. Plus I'll be better getting back into my routine again because I'm ready back into it. Like it's not that many days off. Like June was a lot, and then August I have a few things that I'm doing, but all in all, feeling good about the routine part of like the reset. Today though, I have some packages to ship. I did an unhaul, which we'll talk about my bookshelves obviously later, but I posted it in the Soulmates tier on our Patreon, and I asked if anyone wanted any of these books before I donate them or bring them to like little free libraries or the library, and a bunch of our members said yes, they wanted some of the books, so I shipped out the first half of them last weekend, and now I'm gonna package up the rest of them. I bought this like bow packaging. I saw it on Amazon when I was buying things to ship other things out in, and I bought it and I haven't been able to use it until right now. So I'm glad for this opportunity to use this cute packaging because it's been sitting there waiting for me to like ship stuff out. So I'm gonna package those and then bring those to the post office. Then I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, do a little reset of like buying some groceries for this week. Gonna redo my bookshelves, go package the books back there, and then we'll go to the post office and Trader Joe's. That's where I get most of my groceries. A couple weeks ago, I got lettuce from there because I make my salads, and I opened it up and there were bugs on the lettuce. Bugs all over the lettuce, not just one bug. Multiple, plural. And then I saw a TikTok a couple days later about someone that used to work at Trader Joe's or used to work like the behind the shipping of the produce or something like that. Like they knew the produce that Trader Joe's get and they said that like theirs is the worst. Bugs. And I ended up getting one more thing from Trader Joe's last week because I needed it, and it was lettuce, and I checked it like very thoroughly. There was no bugs, but just because of that one time, I don't know if I want to go to Trader Joe's or not. I might still go there and just not get produce, but like I get like my peppers, my apples, and like all that stuff there. So I don't know if it's smart to gamble on it or not because I do love my Trader Joe's stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go package up these books and then we'll be on our way. It's 10 o'clock right now. I need to get going because we also have to do my whole entire bookshelves. We're gonna redo them. Like I said, I unhauled books, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Stuff. I went to Trader Joe's. I went to Little Free Libraries. I had a little bit of a time. I finished up the books that I'm shipping out for the unhaul I did on the Patreon video that are going to be shipped out. Packaged those, put them in a bag, and then my mom said she's going to the post office tomorrow because if you didn't know, my mom has a small business on Etsy. She designs and sells baby clothes, really cute, custom. If you know anyone with a baby, if you have a baby, you know anyone expecting a baby, you're expecting a baby, highly recommend my mom shop. She is a queen and her stuff is really cute. So she's going to the post office tomorrow because she has to ship out some stuff, and she goes like multiple times a week, so the people at the post office know her. So she said she'll do it for me, which is very, very nice because I hate going to the post office. That's like one place I do not like going by myself. I've had bad experiences at the post office. And then after that, I ended up editing a video, uploading that, which was a reading vlog for the Patreon for our book club. And then I had a meeting, and then I went to Trader Joe's. I went to Little Free Libraries first, but we'll talk about that in a second because I have to put some stuff in the fridge. If you're wondering if I did get any produce from Trader Joe's, I did. I didn't get any lettuce because I'm scarred from that, but I just got a few things because I'm not home Friday or Saturday, so I didn't get too many things, just stuff for this week and stuff that will last until next week. But anyway, here's my Trader Joe's haul. First things first, my favorite thing that I think that they sell, just in general. I've talked about these so many times. These dark chocolate covered rice cakes, so good. Literally so good. I got some little mochi nuggets. These are kind of like mochi chips. They're really, really good as like a little snack. Peppers, I go between either orange or red ones. This week it's red. Pomegranate seeds, I've been eating these like they're going out of like business. Like no pomegranate seeds will ever be made again. I can't stop eating these. Any excuse to have these, I do eat them, and I'm obsessed with them. Not sure what happened, but new hyperfixation. Got some matzo balls. I love these. Almond milk, this is the only one that I think tastes the best, or for me personally with my matcha, this is my favorite one. Couscous, really delicious. I like the small little pearled ones. Got some apples. I'm honestly a little nervous about the produce, but I feel like it's a hit or miss. I feel like it was a hit today. Unfortunately, that one time with the bad lettuce was a miss. Yogurt, this is my favorite one. I tried the same brand. I do a honey yogurt mixed with honey, but I like this one, the vanilla one. I got some grapes. I don't usually buy grapes unless they're really like crunchy or hard grapes. I can't have soft grapes, so I just don't get them because I don't want to risk them not being a good texture for me and then I don't eat them, or I give them to my mom. But I got these because it says candy snaps, but it says strawberry flavor and grape crunch. We're gonna be trying those. And then the last thing I got was for my mom because she likes the Trader Joe's like frozen foods, but she doesn't really go there often, so I got her this little shrimp scampi. She likes their like frozen shrimp stuff, so I'm gonna give her that. And then I also got her flowers, which you guys just saw. Actually, let's try a grape. I'm interested. I don't eat strawberries because, like I said, texture is a thing for me, and a lot of fruits have a weird texture, so strawberries are too slimy for me. Love strawberry flavored things. I usually put strawberries in my smoothies. Let's try this. I should probably wash it, but I'm just like curious, is this actually gonna taste like a strawberry? Okay, if it's not crunchy, ugh. Oh my god, that was delicious. If you guys go to Trader anytime soon, I don't know how long they're gonna have these. Grapes, so good. Highly recommend. And they're crunchy. They weren't lying when they said strawberry taste with a crunch. They didn't lie. These are really crunchy and really good. So I ended up actually yesterday when I was trying to clean out my phone a little bit more, I realized I have so many emails, but not like my work email, like my personal email. I'm subscribed to so many different things. So I highly recommend if you're going to clean out anything like with your phone, don't forget to like unsubscribe from all those emails you get, because I had so many from so many like places I've bought stuff over the years, like randomly, or places I'm just never gonna go back to, or somehow they have my email. I don't know. Unsubscribed from like 10 different things, and then I also cleaned out tabs on like my Safari page because I had like over 100 open. I just didn't need that many open, and I'm feeling great. My phone's feeling clean. The only thing I haven't done is my photos, which one day I know I'll just sit there and it'll be the time to go through them, but not anytime soon. But like I said, I unhauled a lot of books, so I went to Little Free Libraries today and it was so fun. I felt like I was on a little scavenger hunt. You can look up online, like I think it's like free little library search or something like that. You could look up any of the ones that are near you. You could search up, and I didn't realize there were a few near me. They're not a lot, but there's a couple. Went on my little scavenger hunt. I went to a couple of them. The first one was pretty packed, so I think I left like 3 in there, and then I checked out the books that were in there. There were so many that were in there, but it's really fun to look and see what books people leave. I didn't take any out obviously because because I'm trying to unhaul books. I don't want any books, so the books I put in there I'm hoping someone will find and want to read and can love more than I did or would have. So the second one that I went to wasn't as packed. This one was really cute. It had like a little section on the side of it that had like just kids books specifically, but in this little free library I put a bunch more in there. There's a lot of more space. And then I think I haven't seen any of these because the ones closer to the beach, it's like in like public areas or like on the walk to the beach and like on the sand, but very public areas. These ones are like in neighborhoods and on people's properties. So I was wondering, like, do people like build these on their properties and then put in the location into the little free library search so that people can search it up and find it? I'm just like curious on how that works. I didn't really look too much into it, but then I was like, when I grow up and I have my house that I own, I'm putting a little free library in front of it. I think that is the cutest thing ever. You can put your books in there. You can see people coming and going and putting books in there and like looking in there. I think it's the cutest thing ever because it's literally on people's properties, which in my perspective today felt a little creepy because I got out of the car, just parked and got out of the car to go to it, and it's on someone's like front lawn, and it felt like I was trespassing even though I'm allowed to go to the free little library. It wasn't like close to their house, it was like by the sidewalk, so it was like not too invasive, but I just felt so like someone's probably watching me like, what is this girl doing with a bag of books? But it was really, really fun. It was really, really cute. So if you want to look up little free libraries near you, highly recommend. I felt like I was going on a little scavenger hunt. So if you want to see a video of me going to them, maybe reading some books, because it's fun because I can read them and then put them back, or put another book back and like swap them out, put them into like a different free little library. Like it's not a video where I have to like take the book and keep it. I can like put it back. I don't know if you guys want to see that, but on the topic of unhauling, it is time to redo my shelves. We're not doing anything too crazy. I just want to separate the books a little bit more and fix up my tall bookshelf because it's getting cluttered and I feel like it's getting a little overwhelming to look at. Before I unhauled a lot of books, I had a bunch of them out in my loft. I have this space on top of the TV, little stand over there. I had a lot of books up there, and majority of them are ones that I don't really want on my shelves in here. Either I haven't read them and they're not on my like immediate TBR radar, or I've read them, I didn't really enjoy them, don't like them. Some of them were, I don't really know what other reasons they were out there. I think I just didn't have a lot of room, so I had to like pick and choose the other ones to put out there rather than keeping them in my library or like in my room on these bookshelves. I had so many books out there, and then I was thinking about it because I wanted to unhaul, and I was like, I don't think about a majority of the books out here. Like I don't think I'm gonna get to them anytime soon. Like I would rather get rid of them, donate them, send them out, ship them out, put them in little free libraries and have someone else read it, love it, and just like own it or borrow it or whatever, rather than them just sitting there and me not even looking at it and just knowing I'm not going to read some of them for who knows how long, if ever. So I went through those and I separated them between books that I wanted to keep, books that I wanted to get rid of, and I went through all of the ones out there and I separated them pretty well, and there were a lot that I wanted to get rid of. There's some that are annotated that I've written in, and I don't know what I want to do with those because I don't know. I don't really want to give it to anyone because I've written in them. So there's only like maybe 5 to 10 that I've written in that I'm not sure what I want to do with. And then all the other ones that I haven't shipped out are going to be, I'm going to bring it to my local library. And then I took like 10 or so today to the free little library. So the ones that I have left over, I have to bring to my library this week. And then the other ones my mom's shipping out tomorrow. And then I'll be good with all the unhauled books in there. I actually also came into my room in here on the bookshelves and went through my physical TBR and also books that I've read on my shelves and did the same thing. I separated them between books I don't think I'm gonna get to, or books that are just like have been on my shelves for a really long time and I just would love for someone else to love that book or read that book and just, you know, pay more attention to it than I would. And then again, books that I've read that I just don't like and I don't know why they're still on my shelves. I know I wanted to have like a huge library one day, but my library will grow eventually, so I want to keep books that I like or I would recommend or I would talk about or whatever. So that's what I did the past week. I went through a lot of books, but now I have a good amount of space in my room. I have a few little cubbies in my bookshelves that are open. I'm gonna go through all of the books in here, separate them, try to redo my shelves. If you don't know how my room is kind of separated between my shelves, if you haven't watched my previous like redoing my bookshelves, it's been a few months, but underneath my windows, so the far window, are all TBR books. They're all kind of separated between genre but not done very well, so I want to go through those and kind of fix up the cubbies that they're in. And then the bookshelf that's under the window I'm sitting in front of right now, they're a mix between TBR. There's not many TBR in here, mostly like in between series, like the Serpent and Dove series, which I've read the first one is in here, the Daughter of No World series, like kind of books that I've already read mixed with books I haven't. Like I have Lucy Score books that I haven't read, but I've read other ones, so these ones are kind of a mix of TBR and books that I've read. I would love to go through these and also separate them, and there's some books that are in here, like the Lucy Score books are kind of in front of another stack of books, like they're double stacked, so I want to go through that. And then obviously we have my tall bookshelf. This one has gotten really packed fact, which is really beautiful to watch happen. The first time I got this bookshelf, it was very sparse. I had a few books that were on here. It's like my pretty bookshelf, and over the span I've just grown to love so many books and so many series that I wanted to display them on here, but now it's gotten a bit clustered. So I want to kind of separate them and make it look a little bit not as clustered. And then we have my TBR cart. This is honestly my immediate TBR, so I didn't really get rid of any books on here. So we're probably not going to touch this one. And then the bookshelf under my TV are all books that I've read, except maybe a couple that are like with authors that I wanted to keep between. But I got rid of a couple books that were in there as well. So there's a little bit of space in there, but not too much. I'm trying to keep some space because after I do my wrap-up videos, it's really hard for me to put those away because I didn't have a lot of room. And it was just getting a little bit overwhelming, especially with so many books that I haven't read. So that's what's been happening. That's what you missed this week. I unhauled a bunch of books. I feel a lot better, and I want, like I said earlier, be more conscious about how many books I'm buying. I really want to get through my physical TBR. That is like my biggest goal the second half of the year. And then as I read them, if I don't like the book, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to make that self a rule. I would love for someone else to love it, or again, just donate it to a library. People can like pick it up and borrow it. That's what's going on. That was like a long-winded way to say I unhauled books and now we're going to redo my shelves and like organize it better. With all that being said, I'm going to go section by section. I think we're going to do the TBR books under my furthest window, separate them by genre, and then I'm going to put them back into the shelves and we're going to start there. I think that's the best place to start. I don't want it to get too crazy because last time I did this, I took every single book off of my shelf and put it in the middle of my room, where right now it's not where I need to separate anything. They're all in the right spot. We just need to fix it up a little bit. Let's head over there with my grapes and I'm going to throw on a podcast, listening to Brooke and Connor make a podcast, and that's all. Let's go over there. Okay, I just did the ones underneath my shelves like you saw, and I left spaces in each cubby. Usually I'll just like fill those spaces, but I separated all of them by genre. So we have thriller mysteries here, and I left space in case I get new ones. And then down here is kind of like the dystopian, and then literary fiction, and then dark academia, like ones that I didn't know where to put, so there's extra space there too. These two are fantasy. There's like one more spot in this cubby and then a couple here that I could fit over there. The romance ones are pretty filled, so these ones are all romance books, and this one too, so there's a little space there for more. I forgot to show that I got the new covers of Kels and Denise Stone's books, The Water Under the Bridge, Our Scorching Summer. This one I read last summer, was really good. I need to read the rest of them, but their new covers came out and they're really cute. So highly recommend. This one's a good summer read if you need any good romances. And then if you were wondering what this book is up here, I totally forgot to talk about it on here. I posted it on my Instagram story last week or the week before. I don't really remember, but really exciting. So if you don't know, Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco is a spin-off from Kingdom of the Wicked trilogy. It's about like the princes of hell. So this one's about envy. Anyway, the paperback comes out I think next month, and I got an email earlier this year from the publisher and they were like, do you want to put a blurb in the book? Jaw dropped. I was like, you don't even have to ask me twice. You don't have to ask me once. Of course I would love to. Like, that is like the coolest thing in the entire world. Like, every time I pick up a book or look at a cover and I see the blurbs and I see who wrote it, like if it's like a popular author or whatever, I really like to read those. So it's really cool the fact that my name is going to be in this book. So when the paperback comes out, if you want to go to your Barnes or go wherever you see the paperback and check out my little blurb, that would be so cool. I literally screamed when I saw it. Literally the coolest thing ever. My blurb is over here at the top. They did spell my last name wrong, but they said when they like mass publish it or like mass produce it into like all the stores, they're gonna fix that, which I told her, I was like, genuinely, you could spell my whole name wrong. Like, it's totally fine. I think this is still like the coolest thing ever, but really cool. The edges are all sprayed purple, which is really fun, and it's a really good book if you're into fantasy. You don't have to read Kingdom of the Wicked like trilogy before it, but I do recommend it because the last book of that one, I read it earlier last year, and that led me down the spiral and like the rabbit hole of romantasy. Like, that is the reason I started reading fantasy, is because of Kingdom of the Wicked, but specifically the third book in the trilogy. So good. Literally the blueprint for romantasy in my head. I'm obsessed with it. It's actually the coolest thing ever. Now that this shelf is done, I'm feeling better because I have a lot of space for any new books that I get. We're gonna go over to the bookshelf just like this one under the other window, kind of separate those just like I did here, whether I've read it or not. There's only a couple that I haven't read under there, and then I'm gonna separate it by genre as well and try to fix it like that, because right now, I mean, I showed you them before, but they're kind of spaced out weird. There's some that are like on top of the books because I couldn't fit them, but I wanted the authors to be together. And then the Lucy Score books, I have so many of them that I just don't know where to put them, so I kind of double stacked them. But let's head over there now. We're going to tackle those bookshelves. Here's what we have over here. I separated the books that I haven't read. I read everything over here except for this series over here, The Entangled with Fae. In order to fit Serpent and Dove, I had to get rid of the other two and put it over there with my other TBR because I haven't read the other two, so I switched them. I usually like to keep them together, but since they're still on my TBR, I haven't read them, I moved it. They're not very much separated by genre too well over here. Over here I did better. It's romance and fantasy / dystopian fantasy, and then Lucy's Score shelf, which I needed a shelf for Lucy's Score because I have a bunch of her books. I think I'm gonna tackle under here, the bookshelves under my TV first, because I want to separate these ones a little bit better and make them a little bit more cohesive in genres, because I've been just like throwing books in there after my wrap-ups, like I said, and there's a few in there that I also feel like I could unhaul and save some more space for other books. So I'm gonna do this bookshelf under here now, and then we'll do my pretty tall bookshelf last. We'll save the best for last because I don't know what I want to do with it yet. There's some books I think I need to take off of it, which is a little upsetting, but I want to have more space on here. I don't want it to be cluttered. The one series that I think I may take off of here and put in the loft, which I'm not going to get rid of, but just like I don't need it on my shelves because I never think about them, is the Crescent City series. These 3 books are so thick for whatever reason. Like, they're just so thick and they take up so much space. So I don't know. I'll see what I'm going to do with it after. I'm going to do the shelf now. Struggling a little bit with these series, if I should get rid of them or not, but I did unhaul a few more books. I got rid of Lucy Foley's books. I'm gonna donate those because I don't really love her mysteries. They're not my favorite. I've given all of them like 3 stars. And then I got rid of one other Lisa Jewell book that I really didn't enjoy, and then a Christina Lauren book, and the reappearance of Rachel Price I'm actually gonna get rid of. I didn't really enjoy it. It's a huge hardback and I don't think I'm ever gonna talk about it, or I mean, I probably recommend it, but it's not one of my favorites. I'm never gonna go back to it. So got rid of that. And then these are the 2 series I don't know if I should keep them or not. So we have Belladonna and Foxglove. I know the 3rd one comes out soon. I read Belladonna. I think I gave it like 3-ish stars. I DNF'd this one. The only thing is these are like stunning books, like the covers, but like underneath it they're so pretty. And I know I shouldn't keep books because they're like, I want to display them because I think they're stunning, but I'm never gonna read this. I DNF'd it and I don't think I'm gonna go back to it, but so pretty. I think I'm gonna keep them. And then I have the Cruel Prince trilogy. I think one day I would like to reread this. I think this was the first fantasy trilogy I like ever read, so that could be why I didn't enjoy it. I had way different expectations. I was a primarily, if not only, romance reader at the time. It was the start of my reading journey. I didn't really understand like the fantasy stuff, so maybe I could reread this one day and I would enjoy it. So I have like hopes to do that, and that's the only reason I really would love to keep this. So I think I may put these in my loft area out there because I don't need these on my shelves, but I do want to keep them. These ones are really pretty, so that's why I want to keep them. So I may keep this here. I may go through these again and take out ones that I'm going to put in my loft because I would love to keep a lot of these for my big library I have one day. They're not books that I would like to unhaul and get rid of. They're books that I recommend. I really enjoy. I just want to have more room on these for new books or books that I read that are on my TBR cart or my TBR shelves to switch over here. So I'm going to move Fourth Wing over to my loft. I have Iron Flame over there. I don't think I'm ever going to read Iron Flame, but I'm going to move this one and then move move this over there, and maybe I'll move, no, I think that's it for right now. I'm gonna move these to my loft area over there, and I'm gonna unhaul these ones, which is always so sad because I have such an attachment to the books on my shelves. It's like I don't want to see these go, but I don't think about them, I don't talk about them, I just don't need them. And again, I want someone else that probably would really enjoy these books to love them, or like borrow them from the library or something like that, because I have pretty good books over here. I have like Lucy Foley and Holly Jackson, Lisa Jewell, like pretty good books, and I don't need them on my shelves. I don't need every author's book. I'm trying to tell myself that. So got rid of a good amount over here. I have some space in these shelves mostly to add more books to, but I feel like I did a pretty good job. I'm gonna move these over to the loft area and then move over the books I'm gonna donate. I'm gonna put them in the pile over there in my loft as well, because all the other books I'm bringing to the library I haven't done yet. I'm gonna do that either later this week or next week, so I'm gonna move those. And then now let's tackle my tall bookshelf, see what we're gonna do about this one, because I have literally no idea. I have some books that, again, I would like to keep in my library, but I'm going to put in the loft for when I move out, if I have a bigger space to display my books and just have my own space, because there's not a lot in here and I want to utilize it as best as I can. So here's what my shelf is looking like right now. I'm gonna put these little candles and little decorations back on the shelves, and then I would like to film an updated like physical TBR, like what's on my physical TBR, and then like a bookshelf tour and like library tour, so I can show you guys exactly what books are on my shelves. So let me know if you guys would like to see that. I'm thinking of filming it in the next week or so, because I didn't really go through what books are on here. This is just like I'm organizing. I want to have like a cleaner, less cluttered space. So let me redecorate this and let me know if you guys want to see all the books that are on my shelves, library tour and physical TBR. I left some space at the top for the next Heartstopper books, and then space over here for the rest of the Gold Rush Ranch series, because I would like to get those. I had so much space to do this because I got rid of, not get rid of, but I moved over the Crescent City I'm going to put in the loft. And again, when I move out eventually, I would like to have my own space to put all my books in, but there's only a limited amount of space in here, and again, I want to utilize it as best as I could. And so that is, let me get my grapes actually. I'm going to move all the books over to the other room, and that is actually all I had to do, or all that I wanted to complete to finish up this reset. I feel so incredible. My room feels so much better, so much less cluttered. Everything is clean. My closet, my room, my bathroom, my laundry is done. I got rid of a bunch of books, and I'm really happy that they're gonna go to homes that will love them, will read them, and will give them the attention that I have not been giving them, which sounds upsetting, but they have a happy ending. So again, let me know if you guys want me to do the physical TBR and also like what's on my bookshelves and stuff, because I want to film that since it's all kind of updated. I hope you guys feel motivated. There's never a bad time to reset. You don't have to do a mid-year one or a new year reset or any, you can literally be in November and want to reset. You can be in June and want to do a reset. I highly recommend doing this. I feel so much better. If you need the motivation to start cleaning stuff up and doing stuff you've been putting off, because I've been putting off doing this for a really long time, now is your sign to do so. Shout out Maya again, because I was so motivated after seeing her do her little summer reset. Again, I'll link her video down below. I'm obsessed with her videos. I've been binging them. I can listen to her talk literally all day long. But yeah, I hope you guys feel a little bit motivated. Thank you for coming along with me. Made this process so much easier knowing you guys were doing this with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you did, and I'll see you hopefully in the next one. Bye!